Hey there guys, what is going on? Schlappy here, playing some more Creativerse on the Project Singularity Creativerse server. And boy, oh boy, is it a beautiful day. I guess all the days are kind of the same, but it's nice nonetheless. Anyway, I am trying to collect some portal codes because I need two. This portal's code, we need Tundra Flower, Tundra Flower, Tundra Flower. Let me write it down, everyone relax. Tundra times 3. Alright. I need these so I can figure out the teleporter codes, because that's what we're going to do first today. So this is the point of the storage room, is that I can teleport from anywhere, go there, pick up items, and then teleport out. It's beautiful. Hopefully the teleporting screens at some point are no longer as long as they are. Also, I'll take this opportunity to like bait. If you think you're going to enjoy this, or you're just enjoying the series in general, please drop a like. And then if you don't like the episode when it's over, you can just take back the like. It's free. It doesn't matter. So, well, it matters a little bit to me because it's good for the video and growing and whatever. You guys get it. You're smart people. So anyway, today I want to start off by fixing up, adding 3 more teleporters. I want to have 4 in here by a couple minutes from now. I'm not entirely sure still what I want to do with the floor. Somebody suggested stone slabs. And I kind of like the idea because you can hide lighting really easily. And it's kind of very plain, so I think we'd have to switch up maybe the floor texture or something about it. But yeah, I think what I'm going to do is actually build the 3 teleporters, the 3 other teleporters. I'm just going to put those in, get them connected, and then we'll worry about the decorative stuff. There's a few other things I want to do today in this area that I'm kind of excited about, so I want to get to those. But for now, I'm going to build some teleporters and show you guys what they look like, I suppose, is the idea. All right. We got 4 hooked up. We got the museum. We have the minigame area, which I really like this one. I decided to mix in the Adobe bricks. It's not something I usually do, but I've seen it in a few builds with the iron blocks, and I like it. Spawn, I went with a nature vibe. I don't know if I like it. The mountain base, I went straight peak stone. Again, not entirely sure on that, but I wanted to do a little bit of work here. I want to put grass there. The wood planter's a touch big for these areas. Maybe down there. And what do we want to put in it? Maybe? I'm not great with the decorative stuff, as you guys know. Decorative stuff is not my forte. That looks bad. How did I do it before? That looks pretty weird, eh? Let me know if there's something you guys think could go here. I think there's like room for something there. You know, like just a little something. Because this little patch of grass doesn't really make much sense in the grand scheme of this place. So let me know what you guys think of something here. Maybe we could put like a light source or something. Not really sure. I went with the stone slabs. I think we talked about that. I think it looks pretty good. It's a pretty clean look, which I kind of want. I think I'm going to do some stuff with arc signs and whatnot, but I don't want to do that today because I have to figure it out and stuff. So I'll do the arc signs later. But for now, what I want to work on is actually a room off to the side, because there's a room I kind of want to build because it's one that I think is going to grow over time, just with like... It'll make more sense in a second, but I think the first step is to extend the pathway and then choose where I actually want the offset room in the side. So what I'm going to do is spend a little bit of time terraforming and building out these pathways just so we can kind of get an overall vibe and show you guys that. But this is what the teleporter thing is going to look like. So there's going to be a bunch of these. I want to use arc signs to get them easier to read, but essentially I'm just going to extend it that way. As far as I need to. I'm not really sure how many I need, to be honest with you. I'm not going to do every biome here, I don't think. I think I might make one of the offset rooms just a room with a bunch of teleporters to different biomes. Because having each biome represented here would be kind of like... I think it would just be a waste of space. So I think what I'm going to do is actually make a room that has a teleporter to each biome to collect materials and whatnot. And, you know, have a mine and whatever else. But for now, I think I'm I'm going to keep these teleporters to like major areas, so obviously spawn and all the different things. So that's sort of the plan with this place. Or I might even put the teleporters to different biomes and stuff aren't going to be here, more or less, is what I'm saying. My voice feels like it's going a touch. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, that's this area done. I'm not sure what I'm going to do for a roof yet either, but you guys get the idea. I'm not sure about the spawn one or this one. If you have an idea for how I can fix up, how I can represent spawn, let me know, because I had trouble with it. I don't know what I can do in a small space for spawn. I went very nature-y, but I don't know. Do you have a spawn idea? All right. Okay, here's a little bit more of the plan. You guys can kind of see where the pathways are going to be. So we're going to have these super wide pathways continue on a little bit. The place isn't going to be, well, it's already pretty big, but it's not going to go like crazy farther, I don't think. So this middle section here is where I want the storage, but I want this area to be very platform oriented. I don't want everything to be on the same level. So what I'm thinking is we're going to put like a stair down. Oh, we're actually going to need one right here that's going to connect up to this guy over here. But yeah, we're going to have the storage is going to be down, like the floor of the storage is going to be at this height here. But I'm not going to use this texture, but it's going to be at this height here. Maybe even one lower. So the storage is going to be sort of sunken into the floor of this place. It's better if we get a view from up here. Storage is going to be sunken into the floor of this place. And then the offshoots that are going to be off the side, I'm going to have a staircase up to them. They're going to be elevated a touch. So that's sort of the idea here. It's going to require a bit more terraforming and whatnot. I think the first thing I want to do, though, is actually connect up the teleporters to the main pathway. Do I have to? I don't think so, actually. No, I think the first thing I want to do is get a staircase down into the storage area, and then I think I'm just going to have a staircase up into that area. Alright, so I'm going to do a touch more digging, and I think as a placeholder we're just going to use the bedrock texture, because it's one of my favorites. We're just going to use that as a placeholder floor, because I'm not entirely sure what I want to use yet. Yeah. So if that didn't make any sense, I'm going to do a little bit of building, and hopefully it'll make more sense. Okie dokie, so I hope this clears it up a little bit. So basically the storage is going to be all in here. We got these staircases going down, and then I have one going up. I think I kind of like it. We got to get some light in here. We might want to curve these as well a touch. Kind of like the bedrock. I didn't want to use it because I've been using it a ton, but it's a nice texture, man. It's a nice texture. These corners are going to be basically nothing. They're going to be decorative, so maybe we'll excuse me, maybe we'll put in some water or some sort of texture here. It might be worthwhile to outline these as well, actually. So these corners are going to be like decorative pieces. Because, you know, even though this place is functional, that doesn't mean you shouldn't try and decorate it. Yeah, I think it looks better. Kind of curved a little bit. But basically, that's where the storage is going to be at the same level as this. And then the offshoots, we're going to go up. So let's just see how that looks. I'm going to use the same path. I don't want it to line up with this, so I'm thinking maybe here. Make it a 3 wide as well. That's will be our offshoot pathways. I want a little bit smaller than the actual pathways. So we're going to go like off like this, maybe to this height. And then we'll have some sort of something over here. We'll have something sort of tucked away back there. Yeah. And these, I am going to go for a symmetrical look. I know people are saying, you know, don't build symmetry. I'm doing that a lot. But I'm going to go with the symmetry because I think it'll look, I think on a grand scale, symmetry ends up looking better. Like, I do think there is something to say about not using symmetry and everything, but I think on a grand scale like this, symmetry really does work better as a whole. So anyway, I think I'm just going to build a little bit more and put down some lights and things. I'm just going to try and hide lighting wherever I can for now. It's probably not where everything's going to end up being. I kind of want to put some lanterns on the wall and stuff like that, but the decorative stuff I think will come a touch later. You know what I mean? I think like we'll I'm not ready to start the detailed decorative work yet. I kind of want to get the basic structure in and then worry about the details. So let's just... I want to give you guys the actual kind of vibe. So let's just get this stuff in and then we'll look at it and see how it looks. What are we using? Bedrock. Bedrock, bedrock, bedrock. Bloom, bloom, bloom. And we want some lighting over here. I kind of want to leave parts of it unlit. I kind of want to use, like, you know, some dark spaces. There was a build I was in recently, my last World Tour, the viewer decided to turn the viewer worlds. There was this really cool stone-looking build that you really used lights sparingly, which I thought was a cool effect. So maybe, like, the walls will be a touch darker. I want the storage pretty well lit. But yeah, that's kind of the vibe I'm going for. Sort of these long corridor with offshoots. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I think another important thing is to keep the textures relatively simple throughout. And then stylize the rooms and stuff. You know what I mean? Watch this. Watch this. Bang. Look at me look stunned for a second. And he's just going to wander off again. Alright. So, I think what I want to do next is this little offshoot room. Yeah, because there's something I want to do cool with the offshoot room. So I think I'm just going to build... Thanks, dude. I think I'm going to build a little room back here. I'm not entirely sure... how far back I want. I kind of want like a door on it, though. So that you have to kind of enter. Maybe we'll do block phasers, actually. That could be cool. Alright, give me a second here to survive. Alright, progress update. I put in a little bit of a door. Jeez, Louise, you guys are so annoying. These things are just... Oh my goodness, I hate them so much. Oh, you're so annoying. Can you just get away from me? Alright, so I've done a little bit of shaping. I've sort of decided where I want the wall to be. It's going to be 3 blocks off the path is where we're going to have the wall, which I think is a pretty good depth. It gives a good width to the place, and so if I detail the wall, it's going to go backwards instead of forwards. But I think 3 is a pretty good distance here. But yeah, I put in a door. I just sort of shaped out a wall. That's not what it's going to look like. I just wanted to get sort of a shape in. So I thought we'd do sort of cubby holes like this for these offshoots. I don't know about the obsidian though. So basically, I just made it a phaser door. It's pretty fine. I had to figure out how to use a sensor. No, it's good. I think length should be, yeah, so that'll extend. Yeah, so you can get back out it as well. So anyway, that's how we're going to do sort of the offshoot. I also like that. So I went with the cubby hole sort of design because I think it'll kind of give a cool vibe to the wall once we're... Because I'm thinking there's probably going to be like 4 offshoot rooms or so. And I think doing a little cubby just separates the wall up a little bit, gives it a kind of a bit of a depth sort of vibe. So yeah, so that's sort of what that is. That's sort of what that is, which I think is kind of cool. Also, with using the, whatchamacallit, the block phasers, I think it sort of keeps a consistent wall as well, which is kind of nice. So like we can design this wall sort of to match these walls, so when you're walking through, it's not as jarring, you know? It kind of all blends together, just tucked away a little bit. So I think that's kind of cool. That's sort of the vibe I'm going for. So yeah, I think what I want to do is actually decorate that room now. I think I'm going to use a lot of obsidian in this room. The offshoot rooms, I don't really mind if they don't match. That's sort of what I'm going for. I have kind of a cool image in my head for this room, and I kind of want to show you guys that. So give me a second to sort of mock something up, and we will look at it. All right, you guys ready for the grand reveal? Well, it's not really a grand reveal because it's not much, but it also I had to figure out, oh man, I had to figure out how to get globs of goo. I went and got the wood. It's the other stuff. It's the mold that you get from siltstone, not the moss you get from trees. Whoops. All right, so let's go in here. This first room, I want to showcase the different adventures I've completed. I really love some of the adventures, and I want to show them off. Look, there's mine. Yay. Awesome. So I've been contemplating this room. I want to use the obsidian stuff, and I think I like the way this stuff looks, but I wanted it against like a flat white background. The other thing I've been thinking is maybe I want it like smaller. I also haven't decided between a normal painting and the arcstone painting. Let's use the... So I don't know. This is like eye height, so it might be kind of cool, but this is like a little bit grander, but then it looks so small and sort of I think, in there. So I don't know which one I want to use. The other thing I've also thought about is using just straight obsidian. Obsidian's reasonably cheap. I have a lot of it. I don't use it much. The other thing I've thought about is using straight obsidian, which is okay until I think once you pattern it out, like I think it would just be way too dark in here. So I kind of like having the white just to spruce it up a touch. I guess another thing we could do is having like one white where the painting is. That looks okay. I don't know. I'm having a lot of trouble like designing this room because I'm not entirely sure what I want. I think this looks really good, except that the painting is really small. Maybe the arcstone painting will look better there. I don't know. So I'm going to leave this room and ask you guys for some help. Do you like the bigger side? If you do, let me know. Do you like the smaller side? Do you like more obsidian, less obsidian? I don't know. But this is going to be quite a large room, I think. And I do want to use the obsidian in here. It's going to be quite a large room. I'm thinking I'm going to go with sort of a curved ceiling. So I'll figure out the ceiling after I figure out what I want the walls to be. I really like this. I just feel like the paintings are too small and it looks kind of strange. I don't know. That's sort of how I feel about it. But yeah, so this is going to be a room to showcase different adventures and things, which I think will be kind of cool. I'm also thinking if it gets very large, we might sort of... I think if we get like to a lot of adventures, we might separate it out into like different parts. You know what I mean? But this is to showcase the adventures, which I think will be cool. It'll be a cool use for the paintings. So that's what's going to be on that room. We have this area done now, and this area is coming together. I'm starting to like it. I think what I'm going to do now is just a little bit of decorative stuff, just trying out some other things before we end today's episode. So I will be back in just a second. I think I'm going to mirror that first off, just to sort of get the vibe. And I think I might do a little bit more of the floor, just so you guys can have a little bit more of an idea of what I do want here. I'm also thinking I might start putting down some chests, just so I can get a little bit of an idea of how the sorting system's going to work. And yeah, so what I'm going to do first is mirror this over here and do a few things, just to sort of shape out the area a touch more. Alright, one last look. I did a little bit of cleaning up and clearing out. So down here, again, we're going to have the storage. I think we're going to have sort of the storage in these areas here that I have, I was about to say outlined, but you see these cleared out areas here? I think this is where we're going to put the chests with the storage. I still have to sort out how I want to do the storage, which is why I'm not working on it, but I think that's where the storage is going to be, so you can walk through the middle and kind of see what's there. The other thing I was thinking, it might be prudent to have stuff in the middle and on the edges, so you'll have like two pathways going down. I'm not entirely sure. I'll sort that out another time, but you guys can kind of get the vibe of this place now. So I really like the levels approach. So, you know, you kind of have upper, middle, lower, middle, upper. So it kind of has this concave thing, which I think on like the bigger scale, once this starts ramping up, I think it'll be really good. Also, you won't see all of this, obviously. There'll be a wall there. So, yeah. I think I'm going to leave it there for today. I actually did a lot of building today. You know, I placed a lot of blocks. I also have quite a few light sources hidden, which is cool. There's a few other things I want to do, but for now, this is where I'm going to leave it. I think it's coming together pretty well. I still have to figure out walls and things, but all in all, I'm quite happy with the progress. I hope you guys like it. Please let me know in the comments what you think. You know, what you guys think of the teleporters. I still have to put a ceiling on it. It's going to be this height, the ceiling straight across. I want it to be quite low here. I want it to feel very sort of, I want it to feel very low and very concave because I want it to have quite a, like I want this area to feel quite low because this is going to be quite open. So it's going to be, you know, sort of a difference there. So let me know what you guys think of the teleporters. Let me know what you guys think of the place. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Also, if you have any suggestions for this room, or if you like anything I've done, please let me know, because I really do want to start hanging the adventures. I think that'd be really cool, but I'm not entirely sure how I want to do it yet. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you like Creativerse. I play it a lot, and I will see you guys next time. Ciao.